Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do a compression test on my Virago. This is a very detailed video for someone who didn't do this before. If you know what you're doing, you can check the results out here on this timestamp. I really appreciate you watching the whole video though, because it really helps the channel out. Smash that like button if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and come on, let's do this. So you're gonna need a 13-16 socket to get the plug out. Obviously you got to take this off. And there you go, it's there. It's that easy, just put this on. There's not much access to the spark plug because of this, so we're gonna just quickly pop this off. It's not a big job, it's only one bolt over here. That's it, tiny little bolt. And this just pops off. That's it. Now you have a lot better access to the spark plug. And just, that's it. Once you loosen the up, only use your hand. If it's hot, like mine is now, I just came back from a ride. If it's hot, then don't touch the spark plug because it's gonna be really hot. And also it's a good time to check how is it running. And actually, that is running not too bad. Alright guys, we're gonna take the other plug out. Basically the same what we did before. Just pop this off. Access to the plug. Put this on it. And then that's it. It shouldn't be tight. If you did it right, it's not tight. It's not that hot anymore, so I'm gonna just take it out by hand. You're really only supposed to use your hand either way when you're taking the plug out and when you're taking the new plug in, because you don't want to mess up the thread in the cylinder head. Basically this is how you take the spark plugs out, because today we're going to do a compression test. I always leave the other spark plug in the cylinder, so if I do this cylinder I leave the other plug in the other one, obviously with that disconnected, so it doesn't fire up accidentally. Also, there's a couple of things to do before you do a compression test, and one of them is you're gonna have to disconnect the fuel pump, which is just right here. You're gonna disconnecting the fuel pump wires, also drain the fuel out from the carburetor. So let's do that. Alright, to drain the petrol you're gonna need a silicone hose. I will put the size up on the screen now, I can't remember. Okay, you grab the hose and you put it to the drain hole on the carburetor, right there. Push it all the way up, and you need a Phillips head screwdriver, and just open this up slightly, maybe half a turn, and you will see the petrol coming out. If you open it up a little bit more, it probably comes out more. Comes out faster. Be very careful when your engine is hot, because you need to do the compression test when the engine is warm. So you gotta be extra careful about playing with petrol around the hot engine. So tight this back up. Not too tight. Usually it like clicks or starts dragging on the thread, and that's when you need to stop. So let's do the other side. Same as the other one. Let's put it on. Drain it. Alright, what you need to remember, when you put the ignition on, the pump will start priming the carburetors again. It's important to to disconnect the pump before you put the ignition on again. Just tighten it back up and it will like make this very slight clicking noise when it's dragging on the thread, and that's it. Alright, we're gonna have to take the seat off, which is a bolt here and the bolt on the other side. This just pops off, and I think we can access the plug for the pump. Alright, to take the seat off, you need to remove this cover. Just pops out here and then slides to the front, and then just wiggle it out from them little notches, or from them little holes. Alright, put this safe. Next one, obviously, we take that out. Careful not to scratch your bike with the Allen key. Alright, this you don't necessarily have to take it out, just pull it out. And let's do the other side. Alright, this is very similar. This just pops out like that on the bottom and on the top. Alright, this is the bolt you need to remove. That one, that holds the seat. And then lift the seat up, pull it forward, and off you go. Right, as I can tell from here, you can't access the cable for the pump. We're gonna have to take this cover off, which is just a plastic cover, two screws holding it. That one. Don't drop him. Other one. That comes out, and there is the plug. Disconnect this plug, pull it apart. You have to push it down. Probably you can't see it. You have to push this down, and then it slides out from that hole. Alright, the pump is disconnected now, so it's not gonna put any more fuel into the carburetors. The reason I don't like fuel in the carburetors, because when you crank it for the compression test, you got to have it wide open, the throttle, and then it will suck the petrol in. And if you do it too much, it's gonna pull petrol into the cylinder, and it's not gonna burn it. And the petrol washes the oil down of the cylinder wall, which might cause a damage. I don't know, it might not, but it might do. So it's better be on the safe side. So that's why we disconnect this. And basically the next step is to put the compression tester into the cylinder you want to test. See what the result is. You got to make sure the engine is not super hot, but hot enough, like not cold. Right, we're gonna use this one. It's just a general compression tester. Just take this pipe off. First, screw it in by hand. Make sure you don't misthread it. That's super important. It has to go in like this, very easy, very easily, and then just grab it over there. It's got an O-ring on it, so it should be sealing all right. Finger tight. That's it. Connect this back up. Push this a little bit. That's it. Press this button to zero it, and basically you're ready to go. Alright, so remember, wide open throttle, and you gotta press it until this stop moving. Wide open. Let's see. Alright, so I've got 160 psi on this one. So let's check the other one. Same on this one. Just make sure you don't misthread it. That's important. It has to go in nicely by hand. And basically make it finger tight. Alright. Let's connect this back up. Reset it. Again, wide open throttle. Make sure you put the other spark plug back in, which I just did. Well, I didn't bore you with the video. So here we go. That should do it. 165. This one. Slightly better. Maybe the valve clearances. Or I don't know. But it's pretty good. 160, 165. That's pretty good. The difference, maximum difference is 14 psi between the cylinders. So we are well in. I might have to check the valve clearances on the rear. But I'm quite happy with that. The bike is running perfect. So yeah, there you have it, guys. This is how you check the compression properly on an 1100 Virago. Alright, once you're done with the compression testing, make sure you double check them drain screws. Make sure you connect this back up, your fuel pump, you're gonna need it. Now put covers back on. Everything is in reverse the way you saw it when I took it apart, so that's it. Oh, later on I'm gonna do a oil change in the shaft drive, and probably I'm gonna pull it out as well, check it, grease it, all that. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel, subscribe and put the bell on so you don't miss anything. So lame saying it, but loads of people, I didn't know this, but a few people mentioned it to me that actually when they hear the word subscribe they think they're gonna have to pay. That is crazy. You don't. So don't worry, just press that subscribe button. You don't have to pay. These were a little bit older people, but come on, it's free. It's all free. So subscribe. I might just put this at the end.